Hello. Hello, hello. So OBS is also kind of telling me that my connection is not good. Hopefully it's not awful. It's live. Can you hear me? I just clicked something by accident. Okay, I just accidentally closed the game. Sorry. Okay, it's reopening. Okay. Okay, here it is. This is getting over it. I'm gonna start a new game. So I played this for about like 10 minutes yesterday just to try it. It's harder than I thought. I guess also most of the time there's no audio, so maybe I should play some BGM. I don't know. It's very empty. Or maybe this is fine. I don't know. I changed some settings. When I was watching my previous video, I noticed that my volume was kind of low compared to like other YouTube videos. Um, Apparently you can set like a compressor in OBS, which makes it better, I guess. Which I did. So like I've watched some people play this game, but I don't know. I don't usually pay attention. Um, it's usually just them falling and screaming. I don't think I'll be screaming because that's not the kind of person that I am. But who knows? And I don't really know what I'm doing.
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
That's true.
If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and you put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dumped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready,
it sounds worse than normal.
If you've already had a bad day.
Okay, let me undo the settings.
Might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
Hold on. I will change some settings and let you know how this goes. Let's see. Filters. How about this? I turned off the compression. I don't know if it's better or worse. Man, I'm having a lot of difficulty with this tree. Like, I don't usually rage at games, or like ever. If I just, if I get frustrated, the most you'll hear is like, "Oh man," or like, "Dang." Hello. It sounds the same? Well, I don't know. So I have some other settings. There's like a limiter and some gain. Maybe it doesn't make much of a difference. Let me put back the compressor then. Hold on. Filters. Compressor is on. Okay. It probably sounds the same. I kind of feel like I should put on some BGM. Hold on. Where's that playlist of music that I have? see. Let's go to my playlist. Okay. Here's the BGM. Yeah, I haven't been playing the Bomberman game, but I've logged into it every day just to claim the free items. I got some nice items. Oh yeah, I also tried downloading like Brawlhalla, but apparently it doesn't work for my version of Mac because it's a 32-bit game. And I guess the version of Mac that I'm on only supports 32-bit or 64-bit applications. The homework thingy, what is it? Oh god. Why am I so bad at this? I've never seen streamers struggle on this tree. I think in my first, the first 10 minutes I tried this game, I actually got over this tree pretty easily. How do you backseat? You tell me how to do it. Because clearly I don't understand. Just say like, turn your mouse, I don't know. Say like turn your mouse counterclockwise, and then I don't know. There's probably like some people that are really good at this game watching me and be like, look at this noob. Doesn't know the meta. If I were a streamer, I would just be good. Just try not to be bad at this game. Yeah, just get over it, forehead. No. Oh yeah, the one thing I also the mouse that I'm using, it's a vertical mouse for like ergonomic reasons. So like most people, their mouse is like horizontal, and I guess that's the normal mouse. But if you have a vertical mouse, it's I think it's like more natural. Like you don't have hand strain. But it's not very good for like gaming or like that kind of stuff. But here we are. Oh no. I can't be pro esports getting over it guy with this level of skill. Oh. Whoops. Am I frustrated? Just slightly. But not enough to like be mad. I almost got it. So like a vertical mouse, it's kind of like... Oh, you know what? I realized I forgot to set the stream delay to like... low delay, I guess? Or whatever whatever it was. So the stream delay is kind of high. Or whatever the default is. Yeah, like one of the first things that this game asks you is like, are you using a trackpad? So I guess it's fine. I've almost gotten over it. Oh. Okay. I have a playlist of some Dova BGMs. Maybe I'll put the link in chat afterwards. Oh no. Okay, I've gotten over the tree finally. Here, hold on, let me tab out and link this playlist. Okay. I'll probably only be streaming this for like an hour. Thank you. It's always weird when people say they like my voice, because I don't know. I feel like most people don't like their own voice. If you were a streamer, you would never touch this game, then you're not a true streamer. You can only be a real streamer if you get over it. What? No. Yeah, the BGM is royalty free. Like everyone on HoloLive uses it. And you're not a real VTuber unless you've done a cover of King. So I'm not a real VTuber. I feel like so like I don't dislike my voice as much as I did before I started streaming. I guess that's one thing. Like if you watch like
All right. Thanks for coming with
okay,
me.
let's have this guy talk
I
first.
understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress always, even your mistakes.
Okay, thanks, guy. So yeah, before I started streaming, I kind of like the first time I heard my voice like recorded like from a stream, I was like, this sounds extremely bad. Like, do I really sound like this? It was on a friend's stream, like I was playing some Nintendo games, but let's see. But I also learned that like on Discord, your voice sounds much different from if you were recording on your own. Because like by default, Discord has a bunch of filters. So like it'll have like noise reduction and automatic gain and whatever. So like the way if you have someone record you on Discord, the way they hear you is like much different from if you were to just process the raw audio. But then I streamed with my headset, and I just did not like how that sounded either. Wow. But I think after a while, I don't know, I kind of don't hate it anymore. Like also getting a better mic is part of it, because like with a bad quality mic, you'll pick up a lot of stuff that, you know, might sound not as great. And like a lot of people who have better quality setups, they tend to have like whatchamacallit, like windscreens and like pop filters and stuff like that. So they don't hear a lot of random noises that would otherwise get recorded. And yeah, we could talk about like breathing, because the first time I heard a recording, I noticed that like my breathing sounds were like very noticeable, or at least like when I heard it back, I was like, did I really breathe that loudly? And I guess I kind of did. Part of it was like one of the streams I just finished a long Ring Fit Adventure session, which I guess is the same as today. But then like recently I've been looking into like you know, breathing techniques, because I find that sometimes when I'm talking, I just like run out of breath mid-sentence a lot. It kind of makes it hard to talk sometimes, especially since like I haven't, due to like COVID and stuff, I haven't, you know, talked aloud with, you know, coworkers and friends in real life. So kind of like forgotten how to talk in some cases. Or like, you know, I haven't had a real talking conversation in a long time. So I was looking for some like breathing technique videos, and there were actually a lot of like useful ones. Like there was like some TED Talks about people talking about like, oh, you know, here's how you should breathe. I breathe better, and it helped me in my daily life because, you know, I sleep better and have better posture, stuff like that. Oh, I made it over this thing. Yeah. Let's get over this tree. This guy's gonna start talking soon, I think.
This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002 titled Sexy Hiking. The author of that game was Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very
Bees nuts.
And they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
Okay, thanks. Wow. Yeah, so the breathing videos I was watching, the one that stood out to me the most was one where like there's this lady that was talking about how there's proper tongue posture. So the recommended way to have your tongue in your mouth like neutral, I guess, when it's resting, it should be at the top of your mouth. Like for me, I noticed that most of the time like my mouth was not, or my tongue was not at the top of at the roof of my mouth. Apparently like that helps with nose breathing. So because I think if you have your tongue at the resting at the roof of your mouth, it's man, it's
in a certain way,
all right.
Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game.
Yeah, all right.
It's
B
built
game,
almost
sure.
entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer. And that act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything.
Yeah, so if your tongue rests at the top of your mouth, it kind of blocks the flow of air like through your mouth, and so it means you're more likely to breathe through the nose, which is healthier. Like if you breathe through the nose, it like filters out like germs and stuff that normally would not get caught if you were breathing through the mouth. Yeah. I feel like since then I've been more conscious of my tongue position.
Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real.
Yeah, okay. What was I saying? Tongue position. Yeah. So it's better to have it at the roof of your mouth. That was one thing I didn't know. And then what else did I learn? Oh yeah, there's like.
The obstacles and
All right, okay, man, guy, you're just interrupting my flow right now.
But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past the—
I think I'll lower the music volume because I already have my own BGM.
Obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real.
Okay, and then there's something called diaphragmatic breathing, which is like when you breathe through, like the way you breathe is like not extend, but like sort of like expand your diaphragm while you're breathing. And diaphragm is like the area below your rib cage. And it's like if you try to take a breath in, like I think the way most people take a deep breath is like they're they sort of like suck in their stomach. And it should be the opposite. Like when you do a deep breath, your stomach should expand, which makes sense, right? And I guess the more like you focus on diaphragmatic breathing, the like longer breaths you can take, or like the more the fewer breaths you can take, but like you'll have more air after each breath. And so like a lot of singers or swimmers, for example, they'll be pretty good at diaphragmatic breathing. Yeah, I mean, I think like most people do it by default, but you know, for some people, it's not that obvious.
Oh,
hey, look at that.
A lot of progress. That's a deep.
That's fine.
A real punch in the gut.
So yeah. What else is there? And there's like techniques you can use, like if your nose is stuffy, you can there's like ways you can do to make it less congested, I guess. Like there's a technique where you sort of just like hold your nose for like, you take a deep breath and you hold your nose for a while until you feel like the need to breathe. And then you stop holding your nose, and then like there's like a rush of air that comes through. And that sort of helps with congestion. I've tried it a few times and it seems to be good. Sometimes doesn't help as much, but
Oof,
I just
that.
did the same thing. All right, I just made it worse.
Oh, it happened again. Keep on trying. Don't let it get to you.
I'm not letting it get to me. This is fine. I mean, I'm not even, wow, look at that.
Down, but the staying down.
Yeah, so I'm not paying that much attention to the game. Just want to tell some stories about breathing. What else have I learned? Oh yeah, to like project your voice better, you should kind of be sure to speak when, like, on an out breath. So like if you're conscious of your diaphragmatic breathing, like you make sure that you talk when I guess it's kind of obvious, but like when you're breathing out rather than breathing in. So like when you have a full, like, your lungs are full of air, I guess. Yeah, a lot of these things seem kind of obvious, but it's not until someone like tells you and you're like paying close attention to it. Wow. Mm. Yeah, and one other thing I learned is like apparently most of the time you're breathing through like one nostril at a time. Like most of your breath comes in through one nostril, and it sort of alternates every few hours for some reason. I don't know why it is, but there's like these muscles in your nose that that every few hours like the dominant nostril changes. So like if you notice like one of your nostrils is stuffy, like maybe in 4 hours it'll like be fine because you're switching to breathing through the other nostril. Oh yeah, posture is also important because like to have proper breathing, like your diaphragm should be, I guess, open. So now I'm like a lot more conscious of this kind of stuff. Hey, by the way, my goal of this is not to like beat the game. I just want to stream for like an hour and a half or something. Just talk, cause I just need an excuse to talk. And I have no idea how like delayed the stream is. Wow. I kind of have not been paying attention to how I did it the first time. No. By the way, I do not recommend playing this game unless you're a streamer. Because there's no reason to play this. To subject yourself to this. I'm trying to think of like what else I've learned recently. Because I feel like I had more stuff to say than this, but it's not coming to mind. Oh. Alright, that's pretty bad. So what'd you guys do today? I kind of just didn't do that much. I did go outside, but like to the backyard. It was pretty cold today. And then I had an idea for a shirt where I did tweet about it, but like where those shirts that have designs in the pocket, like if it was a small ame, that'd be nice. You watch Knives Out without Ame? Every time I hear Knives Out, I just think of like Knives Out for Harambe or something. I don't know why. I mean, the weekend is a good time to sleep. Yeah, the stream delay is pretty bad. I guess I should have checked my stream settings before going live. But yeah, college admissions. I haven't had to think about that in a long time. I think I got kind of lucky in the sense that like when I was doing college admissions, I did like early not early access, whatever it's called. Early like sort of like if you were to get into school, you were saying that you would go 100%. So I got into my first choice, which was nice. I didn't have to worry about college admissions for the rest of the time. See, I'm kind of like the opposite. I don't watch the movie, like, even during the watch along. Most of the time, I just leave the watch along, like, just have something on in the background. And then I have no idea what she's reacting to or what Chad is reacting to, but I'm just there.
The soul would have no rainbow had the eyes no tears. John Vance Cheney.
That sure is a quote.
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
That is also a quote. Ooh. Oh, you went to the gym? What is the gym like nowadays? Like during the coronavirus, like I imagine everything's very like separated. Like I've never actually like been to a gym. Except in
You can hit the escape key if you need to change the mouse sensitivity.
Oh, okay. In high school, we did have a thing where we like our school had a partnership with a local gym, and we would just take the bus over to the gym like once a week or something. And they had like a nice swimming pool and like a running track and like treadmills and stuff. I think that was the only time I've really been to a gym. Like the only actual exercise I've had like besides the gym is like having Ring Fit Adventure and also like I have like a small, it's not a treadmill but it's like a mini elliptical, I guess. It's not very good, but I would use it sometimes. And as you notice, there's probably like, I don't tend to get upset at games, so my reactions to falling down kind of don't exist. Yeah, it's like a stepper thing. It's like a very small, I don't know how to call it. It is kind of like an elliptical, but it's like not as good as one, obviously. I mean, and like before getting Ring Fit Adventure, I didn't know like there are a lot of exercises you can do with just like a ring. Like the major thing about Ring Fit Adventure is like it tells you how to do the exercises.
I feel within me
And,
a peace above all earthly dignities, a still and quiet conscience.
Sure.
Shakespeare.
Okay, thanks. The thing about Ring Fit is like it gauges whether you're doing the exercises correctly, which I think is the most important part, because like if you're doing the exercises by yourself, like there's no way for you to really know unless someone tells you, like whether you're holding it for long enough or like your posture's good. Yeah, the ring is like surprisingly strong. Thank you. Yeah, so I would recommend Ring Fit, especially if like you don't tend to exercise.
I've saved your progress.
Like when the first day I started Ring Fit Adventure, I did the first level, or like I even like I did the stretches, and then it was like I was like out of breath just doing the stretches in like the first level, and I had to like take a rest because like they start you off with like squats and stuff like that, and if you haven't done squats like much, it is very painful. Yeah, I mean, I would hope that there's not a lot of people going to the gym, because like it seems like it'd be pretty dangerous. Wow. Nope. Also, who left this trash here? Why would they do that? Whoop.
You cannot now believe that you will ever feel better. But this is not true. You're sure to be happy again. And knowing this, truly believing it, will make you less miserable now. Abraham Lincoln.
Alright. Thanks, Abraham Lincoln. But I'm not miserable now. Ugh. One thing I also kind of miss is having like actual restaurant food. Like I feel like there's so many foods I haven't been able to have since last year. Like I haven't had real pizza. You feel like the guys in the quotes would make banger tweets. I feel like they would be like there's those kind of people who just tweet like fake inspirational stuff. I think that's what those people tweet like. Kind of like, you know, there's like a stock image of like, you know, a mountain in like the sunset or something, and then just like some supposedly inspirational quote. Yeah, ramen. I haven't had like what I really want is like Indian food, you know. Haven't had actual Indian food or like actual pizza or like Japanese food or really like anything that's good. So I've never been to Chili's or like any of the chain family restaurants. Like TGI Fridays or Red Lobster or Olive Garden or whatever. I've never been to any of those. So I don't know what they're like. Yeah, the stream is pretty delayed. And I don't know how to change it besides like ending the stream and starting a new one. Because it seems like once you start the stream, like even if you stop the stream in OBS, you can't change the latency. Oh, it's 2 minutes behind? Okay. Wow, that sucks. Okay, right now it's 11:51 p.m. If you hear this, say hello, and then I'll know how delayed this thing is. That's like 30 seconds of delay. I should make a checklist of stuff to do before the stream starts. Like make sure I'm on the low latency stream. There's also some times where I like forget to disconnect from VPN. Like I think the first few times I was streaming, I was actually streaming through a VPN, which is kind of bad. Probably drops a lot of frames, or like with delay and stuff. And then there was like another time where I streamed and I forgot to change my microphone volume, so it's like really low and I had to debug it for a long time. I feel usually it's less than 30 seconds. Wow. I don't know, what else interesting happened? I guess there's that Pokemon announcements. I kind of like don't care about Pokemon anymore, but it's just interesting to see people like tweet about it. Like people are just very upset that the game or the remake doesn't look, I guess, very good. Like for me, I feel like everything after Gold and Silver, I kind of like don't really care that much about it. Like I played almost all the mainline Pokemon games up until a certain point. Like I didn't play Sword and Shield. I didn't play like most of the recent ones. I have been watching like videos of ProZD reviewing like Pokemon from every generation. And like the first few videos, like I was like, okay, I recognize some of these Pokemon, but like the more recent ones, I was like, these Pokemon, I don't know. Some of them look like Digimon, some of them like, I don't know. kind of weird to me. Yeah, Gold was definitely my favorite Pokemon game. I remember I played like Heart Gold. I never actually finished it. Yeah, I can't really remember most of the recent Pokemon. Like, even of the games I played, you show me a picture of like a Pokemon from a recent generation, I'll be like, I don't recognize this guy at all. And like, there was this whole like Mega Evolutions and like Gigantamax and like raids and stuff. I don't really get it. And like the thing I was interested about was like, when are they gonna announce anything related to Pokemon Sleep? I think they announced it in like 2019 or something. And we don't even know what it is. I think my favorite part about Heart Gold was like, you had a... You have your Pokemon follow you, right? Is that what that game was about? And there was also like a Poke Walker.
Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
That quote rhymes with the person's name. Yeah, they had like a Poke Walker, which is like a Pokeball, and you walk your Pokemon. That was cool. Like walking with your Pokemon was a major thing in that game. Wow. I would actually like use my Pokewalker to like track how many steps I took in a day. Like I used to have a blog, or I still do have a blog, but it's private now. But back then I would like keep track of how many steps I took each day and then like log it. And then just like the number of steps I could see like, okay, in this day I walked a lot. Yeah, Pokemon Smile. I played Pokemon Smile for like a few weeks. And by play I mean I just brushed my teeth with my phone recording. But Pokemon Smile did teach me that you should you split your mouth into like 4 parts, like the top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right, and like you should brush each of those for 30 seconds each. I was definitely brushing for less than that. I think I also lost my Pokewalker at some point. It's like, it's so small. It's like pretty easy to lose. Anyway, I think like part of the reason I'm not frustrated like at falling down in this game is like, I guess the point for me of this game is not to get to the top. The point for me is just like to have something in the background as an excuse for me to talk. Something to stream. Like when I'm drawing, when I do drawing streams, I kind of just don't know what to draw sometimes. And then for this game, if I'm playing this at least, I'll have something to do. Yeah, that's the thing, like, I'll find my old devices, like, Probably if I found my Pokewalker, battery would also be super dead. Like I tried like when the most recent Animal Crossing came out. I also played I found my regular 3DS again and then tried playing Animal Crossing on that, like the new Leaf version. I found that my 3DS like ran out of battery really fast. I'd play for like an hour or something, and then it would be dead. How long have I been drawing? It's kind of hard to answer that exactly because like I've been like doodling, like just drawing stuff since maybe like middle school. Which, how long ago was that? I don't know, at least 10 years. But I didn't take drawing seriously until maybe like 5 years ago. Let me think about it. Like I would just draw without really learning proper anatomy or like, you know, technique. And that's kind of how I developed my style that most people know me for. That's like my style that has no real foundation in like actual artistic knowledge. Then I got kind of tired of that, and then I was like, well, maybe I should learn how to actually draw. And then I did like figure drawings and stuff for a while. But that was more recent. And by Game Boy Advance, do you mean you found your, like, there's a Game Boy Advance SP, and then there's a regular Game Boy Advance? Wasn't the regular Game Boy Advance like it used just 2 AA batteries? Oh yeah, the thing about like old devices also, like the old Game Boys and things like that, like they didn't have a backlight, which I kind of forgot, but like the fact that you would need, like, if you wanted to play like in a not well lit place, you need like an external light. You'd buy like this thing that attaches to your Game Boy. It's like the twisty light. Or like one of those like shield looking things, like you would attach it to the top and then it's like you could flip it, like, I don't know how to describe it, like there's just a lot of Game Boy accessories back then, which, you know. And there was also like the Game Boy Light. That was like, I think that was only in Japan or something, but in the school I went to, there was a kid who had the Game Boy Light. And we were all like, what? Your Game Boy? You can see your Game Boy at night? Whoa. By Wolfie stare, do you mean the like Amelia Watson just staring straight at the screen? I mean, yeah, I've mentioned this before, but like there's other emotes that are very popular on Discord that are based on some of my old Aikatsu animations. Like if you're in like Gacha game Discords, you'll probably recognize like, I guess it's like the whale emoji, or like just some character waving around a ton of cash. That's based on one of my Aikatsu animations. There's a Navi version. That's cool. Am I winning? Kind of. Ooh. Like I've kind of made like a lot of stuff that people like have probably seen before but don't know that I made it. If that makes sense. Ooh.
When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
It is kind of weird seeing people like create that SWF versions of Hololive characters. Like for those of you who don't know, like when I was into Touhou many years ago, I made this art. There's like, what is it called? Like character making program, like scene making program called create.swf, and let people like choose parts of Touhou characters and combine them and make their own characters. It got really popular and people would make a lot of stuff with that. To the point where today I'll see someone make like a Hololive characters with that tool. And then like the fact that Hololive is a community that I like make a lot of fan art for, but people are also making fan art of it using my old tool. Which is kind of weird, but that's a thing. And am I going to open YouTube memberships / super chats? I think memberships, you require 100k subscribers, which I don't think I'll get to. Super chats, you need 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000 total watched hours. So maybe that's slightly more realistic. But it's not really a goal of mine. Like, I don't feel like having this channel for the purpose of making money or subscribers. What is text allowed? I don't know what that is. I do have a lot of stories. I've done a lot of stuff online. Also made the anime bingo website that I guess has been trending recently. It's just a site where you can look up anime and anime characters and stuff and make a bingo board out of it.
You've done this part before. You know it's possible. Just do what you did the first time.
Yeah, okay. Whoa.
To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering.
That's fine.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
This is okay.
Life is a mosaic of pleasure and pain. Grief
So anime
is an interval
bingo.
between two moments of joy. Peace is the interlude between two wars. You have no rose without a thorn. The diligent picker will avoid the pricks and gather the flower. Satya Sai Baba.
Anime bingo is popular again. And I think it was popular enough to the point where so the website uses there's like a website called AniList, which provides like, you know, information about anime. I think anime bingo trended enough that it kind of took down the AniList servers. Like they were saying like the site was getting DDoSed, but I think it was just like a lot of people wanting to do anime bingo. Will I add Hololive to anime bingo? No. I mean, it's not really anime. If they have an anime and then it just gets added to the actual like AniList website, they'll be on there. Yeah, like I don't have control of like the content that shows up on anime bingo. It's just whatever the anime API decides to give me. And I also made, those of you who play Grand Blue, you might know Grand Blue Raid Finder, which is something I made. I think I just have a tendency to just since I know how to program, I just have a tendency to make tools that I think are useful for myself, and then I guess other people also find them useful.
Sorrow is my own yard, where the new grass flames as it has flamed often before, but not with the cold fire that closes round me this year. William Carlos Williams.
One thing I wonder, like, so Ina plays Grand Blue. Part of me wonders, like, does she know about Grand Blue Raid Finder and like the fact that I made it? Like, it's in my Twitter bio. Like, the fact that I made anime bingo is on there. Oh yeah, I also made a karaoke search website for the Club Dam karaoke system. Yeah, programming. So when I was in, let's see, I think when I was like 13 years old or something, I wanted to learn PHP to make my own website. So like I got like a bunch of free hosting. Just made a website. When I was 13, I think for Christmas, I asked my mom to buy me a domain name, like, and web hosting, just so I could. I used to make like webcomics and stuff, and so I would just have a website that I made to show people my comics. And then, like, I guess after a while, I just learned learn programming and stuff. I made a few games in like RPG Maker and Game Maker, but they weren't very complicated. And then I guess like when I went to college is when I mostly learned programming. Went to college for electrical engineering, but they had like not computer science, but like computer engineering, like as one of the tracks. And so they would teach you how to do like low level programming in C and assembly. And then they would teach you like some algorithms and things like that. You learn C++, Java, some stuff like that. And then I got a job in back-end software engineering. So now I use Scala and Rust. And then like I also learned some front end. So I know enough front end development to make a useful website. Like I know React and how to use like Webpack and things like that. And I think programming is useful to know in general because like if you know JavaScript, if there's something you don't like about a website, you can kind of just like if you know CSS or JavaScript or JavaScript, you can just program something that makes the site better. Like for me, I have a bunch of custom Twitter user scripts where I just hide numbers because I don't like seeing them. Like the number of likes and retweets or followers someone has. You can just write up a CSS thing to disable that. Do you ever think Marine or Fubuki has seen my Touhou comics? I don't know, I guess it's possible. Like if they've been to Comic-Con to buy Touhou stuff, they might have seen like depending on when they did it. You might have seen some of my stuff that has been sold there. There was a time, like when I went to Japan recently, we had a meetup of like Aikatsu fans, and one of them was into Touhou, and I think I told him, or like someone told him, like there's a Touhou, it's like a Touhou folder, like file folder thing that I made, and he had one of them. He didn't know I made it, because like that was a long time ago before I was into Aikatsu. I showed up in your recommendations, what? This is how you get the algorithm on your side. Just play getting over it. Well, I have no idea how to get through this part. I'm kind of being conscious of my breathing. I can tell that like my stomach feels very tight for some reason. Like I feel like I'm not breathing as well as I could be. I think I'll just get used to it. Like after streaming for a while. Hopefully. There's a lot of versions of that folder. Like I think as the games came out, and I would update with more characters. Obviously, I haven't like updated it in a long time, but oh yeah, they announced a new Touhou game. I haven't read anything about it, but I know it will exist. Wow. Whoops. Hmm. Wow. Oh yeah, I did see that. I didn't actually see the image of Reimu. I just saw the memes that people made of it. Welcome back, Mifu. Wow. I mean, Touhou 18 is a one that's coming out, right? I've only heard of the fact that it is going to exist. I mean, they usually like release those at Rei Taisai, right? Like the in-person event. Are they still having those, even though, you know, there's COVID? Yeah, I did see the Marine stream of it. I didn't see the stream, but I saw the tweet that there is going to be a stream. I don't know. I haven't followed Touhou in a long time, so I don't know. And also was never very good at the games. So there's that. I actually didn't even realize that there's 18 of them. There's like, I think the last one I really paid attention was like 13 or something. I think whichever one was UFO. That was the last one I really paid much attention to. The fact that there's been like 5 more after that is kind of a lot. It's hard. If I were a streamer, I would simply get over it. Any of you guys applying to the VTuber auditions for Holo EN?
Of all sad words of tongue or pen,
Okay.
the saddest of these, it might have been John Greenleaf Whittier.
Good quote. I know some people like would have wanted to apply, but they're like not 18 or something. Well, I think this one is it did say gender doesn't matter, so I'm assuming it's sort of like they're screening for Hololive and possible Holostars EN. I mean, there's also the fact that like if you want to have experience doing it, you can start streaming now. You're gonna be so spooked if I randomly scream. That's not something I do, so you don't have to worry about that. I mean, yeah, streaming is pretty hard. Like to be able to entertain thousands of people. Like I feel like my standards for I guess like the streamers I watch tend to be very good at talking for long periods of time. Which is not necessarily true of like the most popular streamers, like the streamer I watch a lot, Northernline, he'll talk about this sometimes, but like if you tune into the most popular streamers on Twitch, they're playing, you know, FPS games and they don't talk that much. People are just watching them because they're good at the game, right? There's a difference between watching someone stream because, you know, you like the content they talk about versus watching a stream because someone's good at something. Like a lot of the top Twitch streamers, they'll just play the game and not talk. They'll just get headshots and stuff like that. And then you'll have like the streamers who, you know, maybe they don't play like the most popular games or whatever, but like their audience sticks around because they can play whatever games and just talk for hours. Yeah, the fact that you have to like you have thousands of people watching, there's definitely going to be people that are like not very good, like not good in the sense of like, you know, people that are trolling or like harassing you and like backseating and stuff. That would get really annoying. Yeah, I mean, 2K or 3K viewers is actually a pretty decent amount. Welcome back. But I think streaming is kind of nice, like to try it at least if you have any interest in, you know, speaking. It's kind of like public speaking, I guess, but you don't see the people that you're speaking to. Like that was never something I was very good at. Yeah. To get backseated by 10k people. I mean, like, back when Let's Plays were a lot more popular, people didn't really have, like, a lot of people didn't have webcams turned on. So, like, I guess it was also kind of anonymous. Yeah, Live 2D. Live 2D is nice. At some point, I kind of want to, like, make a better Live 2D model. Because the one I made for this is just for testing purposes, like to teach myself how to use Live 2D. I didn't actually intend on like streaming with it, but that's just how it turned out. Yeah, I guess you have to have decent internet to stream. Definitely back in 2015, I don't think my internet could have handled it either. Wow. Like when I rigged this Live 2D model, there's definitely some stuff I did incorrectly. Like one thing that's important to know, if you're doing Live 2D rigging, there's something called glue, which I didn't know about when I first started. Glue is what like you can use to attach certain parts of the rig to make sure they're always attached. So if you have like part of your hair and like if it rotates a certain way, it can kind of get disconnected from the rest of the body. If you use, there's like the glue tool forces the vertices to stay together or something like that, which makes it a lot easier. Yeah, definitely the standards for Live 2D riggings have improved a lot. Like if you look at like definitely like the old HoloLive rigs, they look kind of wonky compared to the new ones that they have. It's also kind of tricky to like, if you're making Live 2D rig, to know like which parts you should have separate in the PSD. Because you have to like separate everything a certain way. And like for most people that's kind of unintuitive. Hello. Yeah, some of the models definitely look a bit weird. It is really impressive, like, how the riggers can make, they can rig the Live 2D models to have so much motion. Like, Kiara's model is, like, really good. And it gets the same for Ollie's. They just can move so far. I feel like in general, like all of Holo EN's like live 2D rigs are pretty good. Yeah, I do like Ame's rig. It's like very expressive. Yeah, like is it like Kefi? Kefi is the one who made Kiara's and Ollie's. Like part of me just wonders like if I gave like this 2D like live 2D model that I was using to someone who actually knows how to rig live 2D, I'd be interested in seeing like what they could do with it. Yeah. Yeah, Uto's rig is pretty good. Like they look pretty similar in terms of rigging, even though I'm pretty sure they're like completely different people who did it. No. I do kind of wonder like if you apply for Hololive or whatever, like does the height of your character need to be close to your height in real life? Because the fact that they do like 3D shows and stuff, does that mean that like, you know, the height of your character has to be close at least to the height of like what your height is in real life? That would make sense, but I don't know. I think live 2D commissions, like the good ones, are really expensive. Like I know if you look at I know like Iron Vertex does.
It can only mean
that
you have no respect for them. Andrei Tarkovsky.
Okay. If you look at like Iron Vertex is a company that does a lot of live 2D rigs for like indie VTubers and stuff, and those are really good. The quality's great. It's also like really expensive. And yeah, RenPC did some live 2D models of my version of the Holo Ian girls, and that looked really good. Like when I saw that, I was like, that's exactly how I would want to do live 2D if I could do it correctly. Yeah, well, maybe the real height doesn't matter as much, but I would think that they would at least want it to be somewhat close, maybe, or not. Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, I noticed the mouth tracking on some of them is really good. I've not seen Kuroyuki's rig. Is that an indie VTuber? I kind of like don't know much about VTubers outside of Hololive. What's audio tracking? Oh, like it'll detect the voices you're making and move your mouth based on that? Yeah, maybe I'll look it up later. Which software do I use? I use VTube Studio, but it's the Android version, so it's using like the apps built Android built in like AR core, which doesn't do eye tracking, which kind of sucks. Like if you see the Live 2D model that I have, it doesn't blink when I blink. I've set it up so that the eyes kind of follow where my mouse cursor is. But the iPhone version does have very good face tracking and eye tracking. And they are coming out with a desktop version that uses your webcam instead of using your phone. Which I'm excited for, except I don't have a webcam. But there are programs I can use to, you know, use the camera on my phone as a webcam. And yeah, I think for Hololive they have like their own custom app that's for iPhone. That's why you see like all their tweets are from like iPhone, even though during streams like some of them have made it pretty obvious that they use Android phones personally. I guess they just have a separate iPhone that the company gives them for like for the live 2D tracking and Twitter access and stuff like that.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Iced tea.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I don't think your webcam has to be that good for Live 2D. But I think the fact that, like, we're in a quarantine and people need webcams, people have just been, like, scalping them or, like, inflating the prices. I think the one that's most recommended is, like, the Logitech, like, C920 or something like that. And it's like 100. Is it like $100? I don't know. But yeah, it is a bit of an investment. Which I don't really feel like spending $100 on a webcam. I mean, yeah, I feel like Hololive, like, they make you use like an iPhone specifically for like work purposes. Like they probably don't want you logging into your, you know, Hololive Twitter via your personal phone. Air server. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's like pretty hard to find webcams and stuff. Also like mics. I think since the pandemic, the price of mics have also gone up. I guess like also people who do, there's like more people that want to do podcasts nowadays because everyone's just stuck inside all the time. So like what else to do than start your own podcast? I do think like a podcast would be kind of interesting, but it's kind of hard to just talk to yourself.
When to the sessions of sweet silent thought, I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new, wail my dear time's waste. William Shakespeare, Sonnet 30.
Yeah, The mic that I have is the Samson Q2U, which is like it has the XLR output, but also has USB. And I'm using the USB output for now.
Patience is the foundation of eternal peace. Make anger your
I don't know what I would even podcast about if I had one.
Only victory and do not know defeat.
Yeah, talking on stream is hard.
And not with others. It's in falling short of your own goals that you'll surpass those who exceed theirs. Tokugawa Ieyasu.
I know that guy. I think for most people, like, streaming is hard unless
she smiled in defeat.
You're just good at talking, or if you have a chat that's like good at engaging. I mean, for a podcast, you would also kind of need like a theme, I guess. I don't know what I would have as my theme. Yeah, with podcasts, you can have multiple people. And usually it is with multiple people. Like you'll have a guest or like another speaker. But like at that point, I would rather just do like a collab stream or something. I guess the way I watch a lot of streams is kind of like a podcast, like depending on the game. Sometimes I don't actually even watch what the streamer is playing, or like I don't care about the game. Sometimes they'll just have interesting stuff to say. It also depends, like, if you're good at rambling and making funny noises, like, it depends what you're rambling about. It could be interesting. I've personally never really been able to get into podcasts. I think a long time ago I used to listen to like NPR to try to go to sleep, like right before bed. And there were some interesting subjects.
Your failure here is a metaphor. To learn for what, please resume climbing.
Okay.
Rob Dubbin.
Anyway, as we all know, the point of this is not to get to the top. It's just for me to have an excuse to talk. How long have you been playing Sea of Thieves? Like, I watched... When it first came out, I watched some of my favorite streamers play it. I think, like, at time of release, it wasn't very good, maybe. It probably have been, like, blah. They probably improved it. But, I don't know. Yeah, it is nice to have background noise. Like, sometimes I'll just listen to music, but it's nice to just have someone talking in the background. Even if, like, half the time I'm not really paying attention. Like, I'm just doing something else. Yes, I did see the new Touhou announcement. But I just know that it exists and not much else about it. I mean, is it like the kind of game where, like, I don't know how to describe it, like in like World of Warcraft or whatever, Final Fantasy, you have like raids that you're expected to show up on time to, and like you have roles and you have to let you know, DPS and tank or whatever. It's probably not that kind of game, but are there like obligations that you have to fulfill to your crew or your team or whatever? Because that's a part of like those sorts of online games that I don't really want to get into. Like I did play World of Warcraft when I was in high school, but I never like did raids and stuff like that. I just did like the main story and got to max level, did some like PvP. And then I was never interested in raiding. Like I had friends like in real life who were into it, and I guess my cousin was also. It just felt like, I don't know. It's like make sure that you show up at like, you know, 8 p.m. on Tuesday and do this specific thing to get points.
Laugh and the world laughs
to get
with
gear.
You. Weep and you weep alone. For the sad old earth must borrow its mirth, but has trouble enough of its own. Ella Weaver Wilcox.
Yeah, it's like a second job, like I don't know. I don't think I would enjoy it. Like I have friends who play like Grand Blue Fantasy, and like, yeah, like Ina plays it, and she talks about like how she does guild wars and raids and stuff. Like, and I have friends who do it also. It doesn't seem like fun. Like every time guild wars comes up, they're like, oh, you gotta make sure you hit your quota, or your guild would be mad at you. And that's just not for me. Ah. Do you also feel the same way about like gacha games? Even if it's not multiplayer, like games where you feel obligated to log in every day to like to do your daily quests, or I don't know, something like that. Like once it feels like a chore to me, I just don't enjoy doing it. Hello. Like despite the fact that I made a whole like raid finder website, I never really like played Grand Blue. I just logged in to get like the daily bonuses. Sometimes they'll have like free rolls, and I'll just, you know, ooh, look, I get an SSR. Is this one good? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's shiny. Yeah, it is perpetual grinding. It's just like, I don't know. You just play to get gear that's better so that you can more efficiently grind to get better gear. Like the end game is just, you're just getting bigger numbers, I guess. I do have some friends that are into Precone. Like when it first came out in Japanese, I guess they were playing it. And I guess they still do play it. But I don't know, it never really interested me. I think Kiara said she might be playing Precone. Or like she seemed pretty into it when she was doing her sponsored thing.
Something filled up my heart with nothing. Someone told me not to cry. Now that I'm older, my heart's colder. I can see that it's a lie. The Arcade Fire.
Nice rhymes. I did like Ame's sponsored stream for Precone, where she was basically given God mode, like as many roles as she wanted. And then you could tell she's not very into Gacha. And like I did mention this on Twitter, but like there's a category of people who like are motivated to buy a game or like play a game if they see a streamer that's doing it like suboptimally. Like I watch a lot of Northern Lions videos where he plays like, you know, roguelike games, deck builders and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that are in his chat that are like, you know, can't believe this guy plays this game so badly. I can do it better. And then they like buy the game to prove themselves right. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think one thing about Precone is that it does have an anime, and like, I mean, I didn't watch it, but I can see that if you're into the anime, you might like enjoy the game, because it seems like a lot of the game is like, there's a lot of anime in the game. Like the most recent one I played was Genshin Impact, and it was fun for like, in the same way that Breath of the Wild is fun. But once you've explored most of the world, all you're doing is like grinding for artifacts and hoping that you get like some good drops on your like weekly bosses or whatever.
I stand amid the roar of a surf-tormented shore, and I hold within my hand grains of the golden sand. How few, yet how they creep through my fingers to the deep, while I weep. Oh God, can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Can I not save one from the pitiless wave? Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream? Edgar Allan Poe.
Deep quote, bro. Love it. Yeah, I think the thing about gacha games is like, I guess a lot of them don't take that much time investment, like in terms of per sitting. Like a lot of them you can play for like 5 minutes if you have free time. I think that's a way like they're kind of meant to be played, but I don't know. Well, some of them, not all of them. Like the ones that have stamina systems, which I guess is all of them. I did used to play like gacha games that were rhythm games, like the Love Live one and Cinderella Girls rhythm game. And those are fun up until the point where like you kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Like you have stamina, but all you're really doing is like you're logging into the game to make sure you're making the most efficient use of your stamina. Like you'll play a song or like try to min-max the way you use your stamina. And at that point, it's like, am I really even having fun anymore? Yeah, I've never played Arknights, but this is like tower defense.
Can I see another's woe?
I was never really into tower defense games either.
Can I see another's grief and not seek for kind relief?
And I generally don't really care much about like, I guess like anime waifus, if that's one way to put it. But like rolling for a character, I don't really care. Yeah, the thing about like rhythm game mobile games is like when they have events where you have to like qualify to a certain rank, or like not a certain rank, but you know, a bunch of people are competing to get a position in the leaderboards. Like the top whatever number of people get this SR character. I did feel like it was kind of annoying to, you know, try to get a good rank on those sort of things, because it's mostly just like you save up all these stamina potions or whatever, and then you just use them all like near the end. Anyway, this was a productive stream. Despite the fact that I'm kind of where I started. Talked about a lot of stuff. I think for those rhythm games, it's not exactly PvP, I guess, kind of. If you're like at the top ranks and you really...
we only regret the chances we didn't take.
If you really want like the top, you know, top rank maybe. But for casual players, mostly doesn't really matter. Yeah. Alright, well, it's like 1 a.m. here now. I think that'll do it for me for now. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Ah. Okay, well, that's it for now. I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah. Wow.